Hello, welcome back. A little bit of breaking news, developing story, but something that I saw this morning actually, and was just excited to talk about. Now, I specifically remember a couple Super Bowls ago, wanting my wife to watch it with me, and she was pushing back. It's just not her sport, not for her. Doesn't want to watch it. And as she's watching this, she realizes that this is a production. Like the Super Bowl, watching it, it's a really fun production to watch. They put a lot of effort into it, and the viewing experience at home is just really fun. While the in-person viewing experience, in my opinion, just keeps degrading. It doesn't work with the times, and younger audiences are not as gripped. The viewing experience at home has to be better, so I've always been waiting for the sporting experience to come to VR. Next VR was one of those options that was back a while ago. It was purchased by Apple and taken down. I'm hoping it comes back later, but it is currently owned by Apple and not a thing. The most recent news is the NFL is now dabbling into VR and will be coming with a game. So while not a viewing experience, I'll get to why I'm still excited for this. Now their game, there's not much details out there. This was first reported on by Todd Spangler over at Variety, that's where I saw it, where the NFL sets deal for its first virtual reality video game. Now, the National Football League is apparently coming. The game is slated to be on the Meta Quest and Sony's PlayStation VR headsets, which I think is very interesting. But otherwise, there are scant details. The league and Status Pro say the game will let users play like a professional football player through a first-person 3D immersive experience. Additional info, including release dates and pricing, will be announced at a later date. According to Joe Ruggiero, the NFL's SVP of Consumer Products, said in a statement that virtual reality gaming is rapidly expanding, and our partnership with Status Pro allows us to explore a new immersive version of NFL gaming with support of the two largest VR platforms within the emerging space. We are seeing a growing number of fans engaging with VR, and we're excited to launch the first ever VR gaming title that complements our existing offerings in the market today. So, like I said, there is no details exactly on what this is going to be. Also, I'm looking at my camera now, the color settings today, but we'll talk about that a different day. There is currently a first-person VR experience for being the quarterback. That is from Truant Pixel. The game is called 2MD Football. A fun title, a segue here. That title started where everyone was just kind of like small pegs, and it has rapidly progressed into this very exciting, very fun, much better graphically looking kind of 2-minute drill. It's fun. I remember when Madden first came out with the first-person quarterback view, and that kind of blew my mind on a console because you're traditionally, I grew up playing NFL Blitz for those people who love that game, and you're looking at the top-down top-down kind of eagle eye from the back perspective, watching the game, kind of what you envision when thinking about a sports game. But Truant Pixel gave you the ability to be the first person. Madden gave you the ability to be the first person quarterback, and I thought those were really fun. So overall, the NFL, it's coming with the game. I'm hoping it is not just a cash grab using the name of the NFL to circumnavigate having to make a decent product. I hope that's not the case, but I hope this is a really good stepping stone for basically big organizations like the NFL, like the NBA, like these, NHL, anyone to get them into VR, because ultimately, if they want to make games, great, do your thing, and I hope it's profitable. I hope it incentivizes you to keep going further and harder, but it's not where I want to see my sports. Personally, I don't really care about the games, particularly right now when it comes to sports. I think we're too early in VR for something to be super immersive. It's going to be fun, but what I really want to see is that viewing experience come to VR. For those who didn't have the ability to enjoy Next VR, when it was available, you could watch some NBA games. You could watch TV shows like Ghost Hunter shows. I did a video on that. And while, yes, you watch comedy shows, and while the scale of those figures was not super great, they did feel like miniature versions of themselves that you watched. You could stay courtside and watch an NBA game. You could be underneath the hoop. You could be on the sidelines. Like, it was a really nice experience. And I'd like to see that brought to NFL, because consistently, the NFL viewing experience that we see on TV keeps getting better and better, but it still is not engaging to a younger audience. You still have to make them interested, and the audiences who are using VR are getting statistically younger and younger. They want to experience things that they either grew up with, or maybe their parents grew up with, or their friends talk about, but in new and unique ways. And if I could be at the 50-yard line at a sporting event like the Super Bowl, instead of paying $10,000 plus for an experience that honestly to me is not worth it, like that's pretty awesome. And I'm really excited about that. So yeah, NFL is coming to VR. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on it. No details, but still cool stuff. And that's going to be it for today. Short and sweet. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Peace.